Okay, let's see here. All right, everybody. Let's take a look. I am just messing around. All right, there we go. There we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, now I got it up and running. I had a little trouble before. Okay, so if you guys haven't read the description is very simple. We're going to be stacking villages into this new iron farm design. Now, this iron farm is not actually set up. It's set up to be able to accept the villages, but I only got 6 in here. Now, what I mean is, I only have 6 sets in here, 6 villages, and right now it's actually turned off. I have no mob spawning, and all the villagers are in their beds. We're going to be, after we show you the easiest way without going into new designing, we're going to be setting up for the new design. But have to practice with the initial design. So, if we... Now, this is 16 different iron farms. It's all the same one, but modified. Now, the rates on this farm is approximately 380 ingots per hour per village, and that's when I tested it with 4. Fully haven't tested it with 6 yet, but I have my little command structure set up for that, and this is just to keep things so that I can control all the information. So, and I've already started the setup with this, and let's see here. Alright, so the method we're doing is originally going on with JWatts. Hey Ray, what's going on, man? Now this setup was originally set up with JWatts, that Jay Watson and me, and he did it with the Rails, and then I improved it. So this is the method I'm gonna show first off. So what we're gonna do is take a bed, we're gonna move it, move the villager, break the bed, let them link. Now, downfall of this system is you have to be very cautious, and also, in fact, this method takes a while to do because you've got to build a platform, put the rails in. That gets really tedious, and I did 5 of them this way, so it can get extremely tedious. So we stack them here, break the bed, and occasionally you'll notice that guy, he skipped this one, but that's because of the minecarts, how they move. And I have no idea what's going on with them, but it happens. And as soon as they link, we set another bed. Now, my idea, now, I don't know how many of you guys are going to believe me, but when the PS4 edition, when I was strictly only on the PS4 edition, and the Village and Pillage came out, and the PS4 had more along the lines of Bedrock golem spawning mechanics than Java spawning mechanics, and I'm pretty sure that was intentional. I started working on trying to figure out how to stack villages. Now, this is 2018. This is actually 2019. So we've got and the idea I was using was flying machines. So we're going to develop a one-way flying machine that we're going to move villagers this way, that once we hit, this bed will break and they'll link to that bed. Of course, it's going to take a while and you'll have to place the beds, but you're not going to have to work hard and get to them constantly going on like this. this gets really tedious. Now, as we get closer to the iron farm, the villagers are going to end up not wanting to link. It's going to take them a lot longer to link than they are right now. So, and this is just coming from a little bit of experience I've had. You want to keep where you're dragging your villagers in further away from other villages than anything else. Because dragging them in right next to another one, if I had these villages right in the middle of that line, it's going to cause them to want to link with the other set. And then you get merged villages, and you'll have to start the entire process over. So, and this will work with any iron farm. But we're doing it with my new one because, well, I figured since I'm playing, might as well do some testing. Might even hop on and play a little bit of the Wizard's Tower server. So, yeah, we're going and clearing it out. And we're going to slowly move these guys. And as we move them, we're going to just keep going and going and going. They link. We place the next bed and we move. We break. Links. And just keep going and going. This is... If you're going to be doing it with any... if your line machine knowledge isn't that great, this might be the best way of doing it because it's, well, the simplest way of doing it. A little tedious, a little bit annoying, if you ask me, but it works. Started a peaceful world today, thinking about needing stacked iron farm for my emeralds. Oh, yeah, and I can tell you right now, just with the information that, math-wise, this iron farm, which you can actually set, this is 16 sets. This is 16 villages, the iron farm. You can actually get 9 stack of these high sets up, so that's 144 villages in this, producing around 380 ingots an hour. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. And in fact, actually, let's just turn this on and show you the guys that it actually is working, because, well, we need to. I just don't want to. All right, turn it on. Okay, we've got a little bit of lag spike. So now we got a daylight going. We have, so they're going to start working, and we're going to be getting villages. We got the villages in there actually. Let's see here. Here and. Yeah, I got myself a nice little spot I can post up at just to look. Okay, so where's our golems? They should be spawning in soon. Sun's up, they should start working soon, which means we'll start getting some golems. Okay, we got cats. Now, I did mark this out legitimately for the areas. It's not chunk aligned or anything because I didn't need... see, we got one golem there. We got another golem in a different farm. And it was just... I've had about 7 golems inside this farm here. Another golem in a different section. Now, the copper blocks signify each individual village farm. So the spawning area that the golems can spawn in at. The diamond block is the center of said farm. And the pumpkins are just to add a little bit of light so that we don't have to worry too much about, well, light being there. And we got another one there. We just need one more right over there and we got it. But as you see, we're getting golems out and this is absolutely not insanely nice. Okay, so, but yeah. So, with the golems coming out, just as they are, they're just going to keep going and going and going. So now those guys are going to die. No, that one's... see, we got them all because they got all in their different things. So, yeah, the interior of this iron farm is a 1717. And so this is a 19 blocks. From there to it's a 19 by 19 farm. And the only reason why is because I wanted to make sure that I can get the golems out as fast as possible, but running through the center, maximum 8 blocks, doing them on the edge, maximum 8 blocks. The math alone said more efficiency by splitting it here. Oh, yes. Yes, I love hearing it, especially in a void world. So, back to what we were doing. These guys move. And come on, Link. Sometimes they don't like linking. So, there we go. So we'll get this village stacked in there, and then we're going to try the new idea that I have. And we're just going to wing the flying machine for it. We're going to put them in a minecart. It makes it a little easier to move them. Okay. Because this is because, yeah, this is efficient, and I do like efficiency, but the prep work needed for it is the problem. So, I rather have, I would rather have less prep work than this. So much prep work. Even creative, it's a lot. Commands. Still got to do this the hard way by moving them in. And I know I could probably do a little bit of a different method where I'm linking them in a specific way, like Groovy Guy does. But I think this might be a little bit easier. Actually, I haven't been on Legacy for a good amount of time. And it's because I just trying to keep up with what's going on in the current versions. And the only thing that changed is I went from the PS4 to the PC, but but that was strictly for recording purposes. Much easier to record on PC. So we're going to be going in. So now, as you can see, it's taken just a little bit longer for them to link. But it still will go. And a little more. Link. And link. Yeah, just link. Yeah, this is the annoying part. Sometimes, after a while, if they don't link, I break the bed and redo it. Because, just in case something else claimed the bed. Yeah. Go. And here we go. Yes. Come on, link. There we go. And then I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to put them in. Any more progress done in your new survival world? Oh, yes, 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 there is. I've actually started working on getting the started. I've actually got the second episode recorded, just not edited yet. So, I'm thinking about doing the editing tomorrow while I actually have some time. But I figured I might as well do something today. Something I normally don't do for a while. I haven't done for a while. Yeah. Oh. And hopefully, one little section of the entire video, I get a good amount of laughs out of it because I'm not putting it in. The whole point is, I want laughs out of it. I want people to like, okay, yeah, that's probably how I would react to. I want people to see that it works out. Because I actually did clear out one ancient city. And that entire ancient city now is ready to do it. Awesome. That's actually really nice. But obviously, Ray, I'm not playing on peaceful, I'm playing on hard. Because that's the fun way. Now, as you see, these guys are taking longer to link. Because they take longer to link, it means we're getting more inside the boundaries of other villages. The more villages you have surrounding that village you're trying to link is going to take longer to link, trying to move the village in. So the slow and steady process is the best way of doing it. Of course, you could always do the single set and then just slowly process it one at a time. Not having them that massive. Okay, there we go. Place the bed, move it, break, and link for me. There we go. We got another link. And the whole point is whichever one, because we're going to have a very specific spot. We're going to be setting up the center of the village, and it has to be the center. And these guys, it's the primary villager, which is the one that is the first villager for the farm. Some people may call him the village leader, but that keeps switching between these two because of what I'm doing. Oh. There we go. And I know these guys want to sleep. But as you see, more villages we have together, the longer it takes. Because when I did the first couple of sets, it was so fast. Pretty much as soon as they moved and I broke that bed, they linked. Like they did at the beginning of at the set of this part. So I know that I am getting inside of villages' ranges, and the more that they have to, and they're determining if they can join the village or not. So that's what's taking up so long, is the calculations that it has to check versus, hey, this village is close. Yes, it's close, but it takes longer for them to process that information. And come on. Yeah, but I gotta find out. Oh, also Ray, I gotta find out where I gotta look and see if I can find the in portal so that I can go get some shulkers in the old world, so I can start making some massive shulker farms. I have an idea for one that is absolutely insane, and I know no one else has done it. And it follows along the lines of fully automatic, no player involvement. And I've also found a way to keep shulkers from just flat out dying and not duplicating in that farm. Because I figured out the reason why they die inside the farm. Okay, there we go. So that's the big thing. But yeah, I started working on this iron farm in that solo world. Using the method over to a different iron farm. You could stack the villages this way. You can do. You can do it as many times as you want. Do you know about the bug where it is? Yeah, and that's why I'm going. I might have to figure out how to do it, but I will get at least something together and be able to get them out. Come on, Link. Yeah, but Marlon, making a emerald farm, unless you're talking about a raid farm, that's a completely different beast. Because you can use stacking to get them in, and then you have to do a different method to move, because you'll have to stretch the village into a different area. So that's the key, is you have to be able to move the villages into a different area. You have to stretch the village. Okay. And I know what's going to happen here. Yep. Right. Okay, link to that one. All right, let's get you a little closer. There we go. All right. Yeah, I don't know what it is about that spot right there. Why he just goes through it. But he goes right through it, so I'm not even worried about it. link already? Because now this is going to be village number 7. I've been working on this design for about a month. Actually, no, about 3 weeks. I've been improving it, tested the initial design, so about 3 weeks. I must have missed it. There we go. And place you there. Break. But yeah, so we've got a nice little, we got it going. Loading them up. Because we're inside of in fact, we are inside of 6 other villages right now. This is going to this could take a while to do. So the process I'm going to start implementing with this is not starting from one side, go all the way across, back and forth. Is actually start from the back, in the middle, go to the outsides, and keep them moving along that path. Setting it up so that I don't have to bring them in through 100 different ones, 100 different other ones. But let's see here. Let me do some quick math. So 380 times 16. You're looking at 6,000 ingots per hour, and yeah, oh, I didn't even see. Okay, he didn't link. 6,000 ingots per hour with just this setup, and that's going on the lower end of the rates that I got. Which I'm one of those people. I'd rather go with the lower end of the rates, because they assist a lot more. Oh, I didn't see if he linked. Nope, he didn't link. Come on. You need a link. There we go. So far, so good. He linked. Because these villages are closer. All right, come on. Doing techniques. There we go. And sometimes it's hard doing this, checking chat, everything, trying to keep trying to keep you guys on what I'm doing. But yeah, so we've got. You need to hurry up. You need a link. Okay, we just got we got a couple more spots, and then we can actually turn the form. Oh, we could turn it on again as soon as these guys link, because we're going to get them linked at this corner here, and then we're going to put them in, both of them at the same time. Yeah, see this guy? He's thinking about which village to join. But because we're all in the sleep section, because of the time of day, intentional, we're going to be using this. Mic problem. Let's see here. I don't even, kind of hard for me to tell if I got a mic problem, Rex. Because what is it? What's going on with it? What are you hearing? And sometimes it's just my position on the by the mic. Come on, you need to link beds. All right. Well, how's my audio? Because I like to make sure I have at least decent audio. Come on. Let's see here. Come on. Load up, load up. Okay, you can go back. And then move forward. Link. Ah. Why aren't these guys linking? Okay. Well, like I said, I like to make sure my mic's fine. Alright, so unless I can get this guy to link to a bed, not gonna have to back out and redo these guys. But if that's going to be the case, then I'm just going to do it a different method. Because then this actually justifies solves my idea of what's going on and why some of these do not, why it gets harder and harder as you go along to get villages stacked. Hmm. So this is what I'm. Well, this is what I'm thinking. Why it's harder and harder to stack villages while you have. Yeah, this only has 6 villages. This is village number 7. So getting 4 is not bad. It's actually fairly easy. And you're looking. Oh, I'm just trying to. Honestly, I'm just trying to push the limits. But getting 4, you're looking at 1,500 an hour, which for me might not be too bad, but knowing how I am, I like to have a lot more iron than that. Okay, so why won't you link? Did you hijack someone else's bed? Because these guys should have been all in their beds anyways. Okay. Normally I don't do it this way. Okay. So now let. Okay, come on. This is driving me nuts. Because, yeah. Definitely have to have an easier way of stacking villages. Because the downfall is unless you are setting up prior and getting very creative with it, setting them up is not looking good. Oh, did I forget a bed somewhere? Oh, okay, these guys are now useless. Okay. So let's go off this way. I've got this one set up. And I just need a spot down here. Okay. Villager leading causes stress in Minecraft. Oh, yeah, yeah, I completely understand that. But I'm the guy that needs a bunch of iron anyway, so if I can't handle the villages, there's no point. Okay, so we're going to 200 and right here. So let's clear this out, and then let's just see if we can get my the idea that I have. But the idea I have with the flying machine to work. Okay, so we need to get the villagers. We're just going to box them in here. Alright. Now I've got my villagers. Now what most people don't realize is you can use nitwits inside of an iron farm. Based around the number of villagers number of beds, villagers and beds you have, either you're going to lock them, where they have to work, 100% of them have to work, or just ignore the nitwits and get rid of them. Most people say get rid of the nitwits because they don't want to risk it trying to cause any issues. So, okay, now time to get these guys inside of a minecart. Okay. Alright, now we got them inside of a minecart. Next step is the flying machine. So, we're going to need let's see here, observer, something to activate the observer. That will help. Slime, honey. Oh. I can remove all this glass because it's not needed. Okay, so we need to move the villagers So, and we have to activate a set of pistons without having to so if we place that there, that'll do that. But it will cause a full system to process. Because we actually need to first off move that, and then we can pull it. Let's go down here. That's this has to go one block further. Okay. All right, so now if I okay, there we go. That's the start. So now, if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's actually probably just even attach these guys. They can get their own. Okay, yeah, there we go. Here we go. Next step would be making sure that this actually works. So, okay, yeah, this is. So then we go. That up one more. Move that back down. Okay. Now, one last little thing, just for safety purposes. Oh, wall. There we go. Now we can actually move the villagers. Hey, Jack, how's it going? We've got doing a new step method for stacking for well, basically for cleanup purposes, because I hate cleaning up a huge amount of rails and blocks. So we're doing. So I decided I'm going to do something about it. And then you go right here. Now that's going to be putting them right into an area that they will end up bumping into. But let's see here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Okay. I'll break the bed. Um, hmm. I need a spot for that, for the beds. Well, if I put them on sides here, on that there, and then you there, you've got pulling 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So let's throw a bed and make sure that this will. Yes. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Got a job in IT, and I've been coming out to some of my favorite creators, including you. I'm a furry. I'm part of the. All right, Jack. Well, you know what? All I have to say is good for you. Glad that you came out. Have fun. But there we go. Now we've got. Now I've got a way of controlling this, so. So if I kill you, you leap there, then let's get another villager. Nope. There you go. Okay, so now let's move you. You lost your bed. You got your bed. Let's move you again. Lost your bed. Got your bed. Haha. Let's move you. Lost your bed. Got your bed. I think this is more fun. What do you guys think? Think this will be a lot more fun than doing the rail method? Yeah, you could actually have a line of moss here too, if you want, and just place the beds there. Oh, yeah, I know it's going to take a lot longer, but the whole point is we're doing fun. Well, it's actually evening for me, and it's actually going pretty good. So, and it had a very important reason why I decided to stream, because I had nothing to do tonight other than relax. Alright, where's your typical strategy for dealing with cats that spawn? Depending on the farm. Now, usually the most of them, there's 3 methods for killing golems. So if we just come over here, I can use this one as an example of all 3. Well, no, because you have what's called the hybrid, which is what this is. The hybrid is, it's both of the other 2. So that's the 3rd type. So the first type is what the traditional iron farms were. Is what the traditional iron farms is, where you actually force everything to the center. So a center killing chamber. Now, that's nice and all for if you're doing a 10 village one, because you're only going to be getting 1 golem at a time. If you're doing 2, if you're trying to produce 2 or more at the same time, the central one may not work because you could get a golem that spawns right here and another one that spawns in the pretty much a little bit closer, just at the same time that it'll get there into the area where it would get killed, and there's a chance they could get stuck depending on the size of the hole. Or if they're running into a central pillar, which is easier, but the problem with that one is distance. Because you got to go from the furthest point that things can die at to the closest to where they're going to die. Where the furthest point to spawn to where they're going to die. You have to count those. I came here to ask you if I can have four villages on the sim distance 4 spaced out correctly without stacking. Okay, let's see here. Ask if you can have 4 villagers in a sim distance of 4 if spaced out correctly without stacking them. Actually, you can. It's just you'll have to. There would have to be slight overlap with their with the village bounding box, which is a lot larger. If I remember right, it's a 96 by 96 by 48 centered on the central village, central bed. So you'll want to make sure that you like I said, you can have that part overlap, but the stacking part is what makes people cry. So yeah, I'm not actually. Let's see here. This was going up top, so let's drop this down and try it this way. Yeah, because, well, let's just say this is a testing stream. Figuring out the different methods. Okay, so now if I break that, power this, pull it, boom, that works. And is there any way I can reach up here? I think that actually might be a lot better with it going underneath. What do you guys think? To keep it on the top or on the bottom? Because if we do it on the bottom, that just means we can actually squeeze in those little areas. And I think that's actually far more important, being able to squeeze in those small little areas, than to be able to get okay, so set that there. Slime. Okay, so now that's there. I've got to push you, push you. Oh! I guess he wanted to leave. That's because I didn't secure him. I don't need the slime blocks there anymore. Okay, so villager, you in there, bed, linked. Awesome. There we go. There we go. There we go. And then Move, place, links. Now, well, that explains that. Okay, so now, why is it? There's, oh, you. Okay, yeah, there we go. Have to make sure we remove that rail. Oh man. Okay, yeah. I think this might be the way you're doing it. Because we're not, because we're still, no, we're still moving the villages. Yeah, I know it's taking a little longer, but let's look at the bright side. All we have to do is place a bed. And if you and a buddy do this, you could actually just stand right, you could just, getting up to that point's been kind of hard. But you can have some, you can actually have a, because that's at push limit, so it would have to be this one. But yeah, this looks pretty good to me. It looks, it's functional, and it does exactly what I want it to do. Oh, at a little bit of a delay, but with that, well, time-wise, it works out because look at the amount of time. Look at the cleanup versus the other ones. We got that little set. I think it's actually more beneficial to use that one for the cleanup because you got to run it all the way over here. Clean up all of that. So much to clean. So much work. All right, yeah. So, let's see if this stacks the village. Okay, nearly ripped off my ears. So I was trying to, while putting something down. Yeah, and if you have a buddy that can hop between back and forth on them, that can speed up the process because all you have to do, one person just stands here, like beds down, they linked, boom. Okay. Beds down, they linked. So having a two-person system for this will assist. And as you guys can see, it's consistently doing what I want it to do. So that right there is probably the most beneficial part. And 1, 2. You could actually set it up where it's that. And if you want to actually have a little more space, ooh, yeah, let's do a little more space. All right. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. All right. So now we're moving them. So let's do 8 on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 there. That's still close enough that they can link. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Okay, so there we go. Link. There. All right, let's do 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2. Okay, so as we get closer, we can actually adjust it from a large section to a small. As we need more and more, if we could get away with doing more distance, we can do that. So so that right there, this is far more beneficial, especially if you have especially if you want to do a simple little moss or pumpkin down the center here so that you can bounce back and forth. And the only reason why I say moss or pumpkin is, let's just do jack-o'-lanterns. They don't stick. And they can break via piston. Let's see if I can activate this here. Yes. Oh, so what do you think, guys? I think this will be a lot easier to handle. Did I put myself in? Oh, okay. I wasn't in survival, but I can still hit it. Okay, yeah. That right there. Oh, I think we've got a winner. And like I said, the distance between them is adjustable, so if you want to, boom, 2, even, and then 1. They link. 1. They link. Now the only difference is their beds won't be linking like that, which they're on the outsides. And having them set for the outsides, let's see. Can we adjust this so that it's not going to be... once we get closer, it's probably not going to matter as much. One, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep the village in certain spots. Okay, there we go, yeah. I think this setup is actually going to be a lot faster, especially on the cleanup part. Definitely got to get Watson. Got to see what he thinks of this. All right. Yeah, because and the thing is, you don't have to have the you can actually just run a moss or something down the center. I would actually spread them out one more, so that you can have the moss run down the center, moss, jack-o'-lanterns, and be able to move them in. I'm pretty sure that's both of those. Five and six. All right. Now we're getting into the point where I might have to go individual. Okay, yeah. So, now, my big question is, would you guys actually use this to move your villagers for a iron farm? Because I think it's pretty nice. Of course, I'm a little bit partial to it because I designed it myself. But would you guys actually use this to stack your to stack iron farms, to do stacking, villager stacking, village stacking it? That's the big question. Would this be used for village? No, would this be good for village stacking? Gotta make sure they linked. Oh, and the nice thing is, if you got some type of work block other than the grindstone, let's make these guys librarians. You could actually attach a workstation to it, other than the grindstone. And they would, then you could actually just use that as part of for the raid farm. Because this actually works out a lot faster than anything else. Unlikely did the raid farm in past. Oh yeah, rolling trades, yeah. Oh yeah, rolling trades. That's absolutely what's happening here. But these guys are going to end up getting stuck in a free range cell that I don't really matters. And yeah, we're looking good on the moving them closer. Any issues? I think this is a nice and solid design. I would not use it automatically because you need to keep need to make sure that they link. And I'm only stepping these guys one block forward. Village is only shifting left to right, but one block at a time. Might have to move it over so that they're running in the center. Okay. All right. Okay. This is accomplishing the same thing as stacking the raid farm. When you move them along a path, how many stacked have gotten? Well, this is my iron farm. I've got six iron farms stacked. I've got 6 villages in the iron farm stacked. But the method I was using was this railed method, modified by me, but initially done by Jay Watson. Yeah, it's a nice, solid design, but I don't want to clean up it. I don't want to do much more cleaning up. I hate cleaning up. And I don't even need the workstations. Not for this, anyways. But yeah, I don't even need this for the raid farm. Okay, because now we are getting close to where... There we go. Okay. Now keeping these close by, hopefully this will prevent the merging of the village. Okay, so we've got those guys linking. Okay, so let's move them one at a time now. Hopefully this will get the linking process done a little faster. Come on. Yeah, there looks like even at this distance, which is roughly where we're going to start having troubles with them linking. Uh, and so too. Hey, Bryce, how's it going, man? And Sterling Grog, love the name. All right, let's go. Let's go. Come on. You know you want the bed. Everybody needs their bed. Get your bed. Get your bed. Get your bed. Now you move. Ah, okay. Yeah, definitely taking a lot longer to link, so having being able to control it like this is actually a lot better. This is probably the most important thing in the entire. That's actually assisting it a lot more. And then I can actually. Yeah. Because this is the hardest part, is the waiting. Drives me nuts so much. Oh, right. So convinced you thought this was just YouTube video. He wants to know the names. Bob and Bob. Yeah, this is Bob and Bob. And then all the ones in there are also named Bob. They're named after their father. I know, I'm not their father. My name ain't Bob. Sometimes you just gotta love kids. Oh, I don't know if we linked them, if we merged them. That's not going to be good. That's not good if we did. No, that's the advantage to the rail system is, but I goes impatient. Oh, actually, this I can actually fix this. Well, sometimes simple names are the best. Okay, so I'm going to move these villagers back to roughly where they started at. And okay, let's see here. Where's my? This will work. Oh, wait. Okay. Yeah, this ain't gonna work at all. We mess up. This is for advanced, but at least we know that the build itself. Now, all we have to do is just refine it. See if there's a way that we can get it where we can do one and then do another. Do the process. Okay, so but these guys, but this, but they delink from the beds and more likely merge. So we're going to have to rebuild this. But okay, so let's let's think about it this way. Let's think about this logically. And while we process, let's watch the iron farm. Okay, so need to go to the right. Okay, so if you mess this up, you're going to have to rebuild the entire thing, starting from scratch all the way at the beginning. That's the downfall to doing a one with a flying machine. You have to be extremely precise. So, if we're doing it extremely precisely, it's just we're going to have to have a way that we can control which side, which we do. And these guys are going to take a while because time's passed and they haven't processed. But yeah, so if we take into account all the little details, having that there, in fact, we don't even need that there. We could actually just run both of them side by side and have our jack-o'-lanterns or whatever. I recommend jack-o'-lanterns because they're going to be, the odds are you ain't going to be doing this all during the day. You might do it at night or, and then every time that this moves, so we can, that'll pull it from the front. A single line like this will be so much easier to clean up anyways. And throw that there, block there, and then I'll just drag and break the beds. In fact, if we off-center this to we do it this way, and the only thing you have to build would be a line of pumpkins to be able to access where you're going to put them. Stand at a certain spot. That'll break a bed. And then you just place the next bed. That'll pull it. Then you hit it again. And that breaks that bed. And if you just want to break the jack-o'-lanterns. Oh, that explains that. You can actually even set it up to break the jack-o'-lantern, so you can clean up afterwards. Yeah, I think this is actually the way to go. It is a simple design. Probably only thing that might the only problem is this location right here. Because unless you're running it down here, it might be easier. Actually, I don't think they. We can just take this out and then keep them there. Place that there, place that there. Place our jack-o'-lanterns all right here. Because why not? Can you detect changes in the villagers that automatically move them once they connect? Actually, I've already thought of that, and no. That's why it has to be done manually. Because I did check the bed because I know you can't detect changes in entities. But this setup right here, villagers are up here. And okay. And you're only using 2 beds. And all it is just movement from 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Let's see here. Can you make changes to comment? I'm sleeping in the bed. That takes yeah. Keeping an eye on them is actually a little bit faster. So yeah, and we're breaking our bridge as we go along too. So if I throw rail up there, oh, I hope if I wasn't creative. Grab a minecart. Okay, yeah, I know that's not a good idea to keep it where they're this close to the village, but I like the layout, but I have to figure it out properly. Okay, so major testing, but as you can see, ooh, look at all the I love the smell of iron goals melting in the morning. Yeah. As a massive influx of iron happens. So make yourself in a cart. Yeah, you can. Yeah, let's see here. What will change with player going in? Let's see. Okay, this does seem better. Oh, yeah, yeah. Like I said, this is what I do. I come up with a base. This is literally how I operate. I come up with a basic concept on how to make it work, and then I just improve upon it. Okay. It's not. The minecart is being in a minecart ain't gonna help much. So yeah, might even actually just keep it 3, but the trick is getting them broken at the right time. So either a couple little things to be able to make this work would be one, either a pumpkin placer or obviously a flying cobblestone generator that turns everything into moss afterwards, which I wouldn't mind doing anyways. But yeah. Ooh. Yeah. But yeah, okay. I'm gonna do one little thing first, and yeah, I'm using a barrier block here, and that's just so that I can get a good view. So I'm going to actually take a quick break, but I'm gonna leave it right here for you guys, so you guys can watch all that glorious iron just keep coming out. It's absolutely amazing. I showed a couple of buddies of mine this, and they were what? So yeah, we're going to redesign the proper system to be able to. I want to try to get this where everything is all at once. So give me a moment. Let me get some air, and then I'll be right back. Okay, now let's set back my field of view because I can't play with a 110. Okay, so as you guys see, it's so fast when it comes to production. Don't have any in there, but we're at three. No, we're a little bit. Got a couple of stacks just in that time frame that I was getting some air. That's insane. And that's only 6 of them. Now, some of you guys weren't here from the beginning. Let me clear my inventory real fast. I'm going to explain the layout of this. What each thing is. Hey, the unfilled stuff. Oh, man, yeah. The item fill. That stuff could get confusing, especially with the categorizers. Okay, but the iron farms. This is what we've got. All these iron farms are identical, with the exception of the massive wall around them. They are a 19 by 19 square. Now, I'm using copper blocks here just to signify where the iron farms break off, and also for purposes of water. Makes it so much easier when dealing with the water there. Now, the golems will move a maximum of 5 spaces before they even get hit with lava. And I rather have them, and that's everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 spaces, every single spot. We're running a simple ice stream. I can actually lower these villagers 1 more, just if I felt like it, but they're fine right where they're at. I have them free range because I figured, because with my testing, having them pinned in an area, they have a tendency to lose their beds, shifting the village, merging villages, so free range is the best option for this. But as you see, we're getting at least 1 golem every minute. 1, maybe 2 every minute. And it's in all over. So we got 6 right now. And they're each producing it. So, and they all have their workstations so they can work. You can actually lower this down to where you only need 10 if you want, but you still need beds. So the method is still the same. This is the center line, and the diamond block here is just signifying the center. We're going to intentionally place the center. So we've got our tested it. It does work if you're patient. So every time you want to move villagers in, you'll have to build one of these. But then if you're using jack-o'-lanterns, it'll clean them up. So let's go grab it. Something you got pumpkin, something that doesn't stick, and something that will perfect line up. Well, let's go up to 217 and try it again. See if we can actually get one this time with this system without me being impatient. Because that's the key. Sometimes I gotta remember I have to be patient. So that's for the beds, and now Any side up. I'll just move them. Hmm. You there, you there. Yeah, this design hasn't been fully tested yet, so we have to. I will really have to stress test it because I am not going to put out anything that I haven't stress tested myself. And I think I just shrunk it down a bit. Yay. It actually is a little bit smaller. And now walls. And you don't have to use any wall you want, really. A rail, a minecart to hold them, or you can even use a boat if you want. I recommend running a boat chest. Hey, why am I doing two when I could just let's just try this with a boat instead. How about that? I think that might actually ease the redstone build on this thing. Okay, so now we got those guys. I think I just simplified it even more by doing one side and having a boat instead. Okay, so they're linked there. So now, let's go and break this one up. Version 3! One more should be better than version 2. Okay, there we go. Now this, we got them there. Now we wait. I think I might have to put a wall. Okay, so now that one's there. Linked. Okay, looks like we've got a working system. And if you overplace it, that's fine. Do twice, place. 1, 2, place. Linked. 1, 2, place. 1, 2, place. For the link? Oh, I think the boat's the way to go. You can get actually into a nice little rhythm here. Oh man. Actually, the first thing that has to come out is the Iron Farm, the single cell. But yeah, a tutorial will be coming out. I just have to do a lot more stress testing on how to do this. Because if I don't do it right, then I have to restart. And I don't like restarting. So I'm going to get the details out proper so that there is no questions. Because I think, right, yeah, I have to say Jay Watson's tutorial on how to stack them is better than a lot of the other ones. But the prep work needed for it is more than I like. Okay, come on. If we can get one, that's going to be a success. And that's all I want, is I want to get one more village attached to this iron farm. Because then I can actually build multiple of these. Modify it so that I can just run it on just the beds. Except for the last one. Which will be the bridge destroyer. Come up with a proper process on what order and to stack them so that you get the most efficiency out of it. Oh, this is... And using something that's not going to... Oh, oh, this is so... This is so much easier. This is absolutely perfect. This is easier compared to any other method. There's the looting the villagers, run around, the initial one. There's the one that you stick them in a boat, one of them in a boat. separately, and you just slowly move them. Then you got the minecart, which is more efficient, but the infrastructure is just as bad as the other ones. This probably has the least infrastructure needed. It sounds like you're. Oh yeah, no, yeah. That's the point. I'm worried about cleanup afterwards. You don't need the pumpkin line. You just need actually you would need the pumpkin line because they're a non-sticky block. Or if you don't want to use a pumpkin line, you can use any block, but you have to stick a piston in a spot that just not worrying about it. But I chose jack-o'-lanterns because one, they're a light source, and two, I can actually break them with a piston or just a normal block. You can use anything that you can place a bed on. Moss, pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns, melons. So if you get hungry, you can eat those. And you don't need powered rails or any. I just made this into a semi early game because you got to go to the Nether to get the observer. But it's still, you don't even have to go to the end. You don't have to have a mega farm to build this setup, which is far more efficient than the other ones. Oh, that is absolutely inadvertent, which I was trying to do. I was trying to make it where it's easier for me, because yeah, I'm going to be doing this. Come on. Blink already. You guys are so close to your beds. Okay, but the single line per village, I missed the start of the stream. Oh, well, the thing is, what it is you actually, because this will be the last one. So your other ones, you wouldn't have that there. You just have a block here running up, then you take that down, build it back up over there, and the very last one you throw it right there. And that is what will allow you to do this. And the first part of the stream was me trying the old school way. It took me a half hour. Drove me nuts. And I only got 2 villagers in there. And if you want to, you could do it another way. Yeah. Now, so now the interesting thing about this design was I did something similar on the PS4. Right after the Village and Pillage update, when I was really trying to focus on iron farms. But but you can't have I can't focus just on one thing. I have to focus on, no, that ruined it. That probably ruined it. Can't sleep in a bed. without potentially ruining it. At least one of their beds they will delink. Nice thing is though, you can just place a bed up there, sleep in it, and call it good. Yeah, this is probably the one of the better ways of doing it. PS4 is what I find out. I built the 24 quickly. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, it's all the 24 is all about finding the right raid. But yeah, it's not if you find the right one, then yeah, it's perfect. But if you don't, oh well. And no, you didn't mess me up. I accidentally hit the that clicked on the bed. And you can actually use this design and double it up for the raid farm. Put one on the other side, and then on the way back, return it to a position instead of using a bug, use a minecart. Which was version 2. This one's 3, so. But aiming is the trick. It's right where you need to go. Come on. Give it to me. Yeah. And the whole point is I'm cleaning up my mess while I'm doing this. Because this was 200 blocks away from where it's going to. So. Come on, give it to me. I'm hoping I didn't link them because if I did, I got to get rid of the villagers and then start all over. But yeah, that's the risk you play. Bug that can that only starts 2 raids instead of oh, that's an interesting bug. But if you ask me, some bugs are just more pain than anything else. Okay. I'm pretty sure I can get Watson on the server and show him this. I think he's going to be like, "What? What do you mean? This is easier?" Oh yeah, exactly what I said. This is easier. Now, on my solo world that I have, I'm going to actually build this farm. Wait, we're almost there. Okay, so as soon as the links, we're going to do it. Can you use slabs instead of full blocks to get more space between bed and fence and get it? Yeah, you could. You can. It's not required to use full blocks. I just happen to use full blocks. Oh, honestly, Max, you came in at a good time to for what I was doing. Okay, so now we got that. Now let me switch out this for that. Open this up. Take that down. You guys get out of the beds. And let me place you. And then... No! Oh, you're dead. Okay, so note to self, it's going to be a bad idea to start from the... I think I'm going to have to... Okay, so... Back. Okay, so we've got... so I was able to get them pretty much all the way there. Let me get rid of that bed. I don't need it there. And forgot that I had the ice stream right there. Oh well. I think I'm just going to rebuild it, but without the jack-o'-lantern breaker. And we're going 200, roughly, yeah, we're going to go around 200 blocks away. Okay, so now we are 200 blocks away. Now I'm going to move it over onto this side. So now we go up one more. Block there. And just to show you that it can be done, slabs. Throw a bed there. Boat. You don't have to use a boat. You can use a raft if you feel like it. But it's still a boat. Now, we don't care which one's the primary because we're going to do it in a certain order. Now, we need a wall because it's a lot thicker than the okay, so now we got that. So we throw a regular piston here. Sun block going down. A fence gate there with an observer powering that. A slime block underneath. You there, and oh, quick and easy. Get yourself a third bed. And now, just because I can, survival. Okay, there we go. I jumped the gun, so there's a link, then you move them. Get yourself a bed. In fact, you probably could do this just with 2 beds. There's a link, you move them twice. I could probably set up a probably set it up with 2 instead, but that's just going to take a little more work than I'm willing to do at the moment. Maybe when I finalize the design, that would be worth it. Hit it once, move twice. Oh yeah, look at this thing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is nice. Automation for stacking villages. this is similar to the same idea I had on the PS4. So, go me. That was 2019. Village and Pillage update. When I wasn't as good as Redstone as I am now. All right. Yeah, we're really rolling now. And I'm only using 2 beds. Okay, so I need to. Yeah, duh. Backdrop. Okay, that's going to. I need to be able to sit at a certain spot on here to be able to still click to that. It's not moved. So, yep, timing is crucial for this. As you see the particles, you can hit it. If you don't, then you screwed it up. We're still 100 blocks away, so I'm not worried about it. I just prefer being 200 just in case. Might be able to get away with 100. Might be able to get away barely with 100. But yeah, so. And linked. Oh yeah, yeah. This is so smooth, so easy. All right, maybe talking. Yeah, here for honey. Fine. I would have to swap that whole entire section, but I could. Let's see here. Honey there. There we go. Let's try this out, because I am. Okay, giving me the linkage. If you're not square on it, then you're just not going to. Oh, I jumped a little too early. Ah, see? Yeah, because Yeah, because you have to be in the right spot. Okay. Now we're in the danger zone. Yeah, it don't matter. Yeah, because if something happens wrong, and then you're going to, yeah, you'll still have to adjust yourself occasionally after it. Come on, you guys, you know you want your bed. Get your bed. Get your bed. And you can actually just take the front bed and then sleep in it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to fine details this, but the machine itself works. It's just I don't have the patience most of the time to deal with this. That right there is the pain. Not enough time, not enough patience. So yeah, they're yeah, they lost interest in the beds. They got linked with another thing. Something took it. They yep, they didn't like it. Yep, so having a solid block there. In fact, actually, you could even have a honey block there and a fence there to keep you set up right. Oh, but you guys are so good in producing my iron for me. Thank you so much. Got a box yet? No box yet because we weren't over here loading it. But it was processing. This is what this form can do. It can process. Oh man. If I had someone over here loading it while I was building it, oh, that just would just be insane. Hmm. Why isn't this one raining? There we go. I think it was a redstone locked. Yep. Which means it got unloaded just as as we got over there. But yeah, it's this thing. Even with 6 farms, this thing is producing. Yeah, I'll get the. I'll definitely have to get the fine details on this. On really get the fine details set up for this to make it functional for everybody. Make it where it's easily understand and how to use it, timings and everything. So, and figure out the best way to set this up so that people don't like, oh, it's not working. Yeah, it is. But yeah, but pretty much the only thing that would have to be built would be that. And if I throw this, throw that there, would that? Yes, that would. What if I throw a hopper there? See that? Of course, you could probably just throw a Oh, I know what I gotta do. Okay, so for cleanup, and so that you don't lose anything, so a trapdoor there, a temporary block there, a rail there with a upper minecart. That's all the block. And let's see if we... What happens to the minecart? Yep, it stays. So now we gotta... Now we don't even need to pick up our mess. Well, that's nice. Oh, man. Alright. I'm doing pretty good. Got at least got the basic design. It's just my impatience kills me too much. So, yeah, it's one of those you have to be patient with type builds. Time means everything, but yep, got a nice little iron farm going, 380 ingots per hour per farm versus the old method. This thing's more trouble than it's worth. Good, don't get me wrong, it's good, but it's so much more expensive than the method that I decided to try. So, yeah. Ah, nice. Bounty block. You don't need a block behind. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. And that actually just, that could be set up for the last one to do cleanup work. Because then you set up your first set. So let's run through this one more time on the build. Your first set. Two slabs. Wall. Then we need... This is only going to be the first one, so... And then you... Okay. And... Observer... Okay. You there. Break. There we go. Sticky piston. I wish the note blocks would work because that would just make things a lot easier because it's a full block. Okay, there. We're done. And then just for safety purposes, you put that there. And then all we have to do is grab ourselves two people that like to volunteer to just sit inside of an area. I don't condone slavery at all. But when you got people so eager to join, I don't know why they want to join the Iron Farm cult. I'm not a big fan of cults, but they keep they were telling me, hey, I want to join the Iron Farm cult. But then you got those Nutbags that want to join the uh that want to join the trading hall cult. Those guys are even weirder. Okay, so I'm going to give this one more try. If I can, and hopefully I can get the timings right. Hopefully I can focus enough to do it without locking things up. Having to rebuild the entire thing. I probably should set this up to pulse twice. Because then that would cause us to be able to go, but it's not, it wouldn't be as effective because that'll make the machine a lot bigger. And we all know that sometimes big redstone contraptions will break every time. So simple diagnosis systems will probably be the best way of doing it. There, wait. And you don't ever have to worry about misplacing, forgetting to remove a bed. I'm wondering, like, why isn't this guy doing that? Because I forgot to remove a bed. Yes, I've done that before. I've forgotten to remove a bed. On this farm, too. So, I know if... So, I'm actually doing this more for me. It's a interesting idea for this, and it's makes the automation a lot easier. And I would rather have the automation a lot easier than having to spend time doing it. Okay, there we go. Come on. And just as soon as they link, you can hit it. Because that means they're linked to a bed. And if you're unsure, just break the front bed and then replace it. Because then they'll be able to link again. Alright, definitely gonna definitely get this going. Well, looks like I know what I'm gonna do for the next couple of weeks. Precisely get the details on how to use this so that everybody can start using it, and then also have it set up where if you want to have it for a raid farm, using it for a raid farm connection, you can do it that way too. That right there would be the nice way of doing it. And it would be just a single one. Not like this one where we have them both in a boat. They'll be in a minecart and you move them separately. We're just moving them at the same time because it makes it so much easier. Oh, Okay, we are within 100 blocks of the village. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to do some proper testing and check out the distances for villager detection, not for village detection. See if I can get all that details sorted out. See if it's changed from when I was on the PS4. See, in fact, actually even check the wiki and see what that says, because if I can get a definitive answer and let you guys know what that definitive answer is, it's going to be able to refine the details on how to best practices for stacking. Not just iron farms, but raid farms too. Because stacking method for either one is still going to be the same thing. The only difference is with a raid farm, you're stretching the village afterwards. So, and that is just so that they have a nice, so you don't have to, so they're not spawning right on top of you. Yeah, I'm so glad I waited that time. Oh. And this thing, and you guys are seeing how fast how fast I'm moving this too. It's, I honestly, I'm impressed with it. I might actually have to get this set up and show some other people. How many villagers in your iron farm you've done? Well, doing the rail method, I have a total of 6 villages in that iron farm right there. So this is going to be number 7. I'm just trying to. I just have to get the reliability sorted out. The best practices for order of how to do it, not just necessarily on mine, but in general. So as soon as I can get those finer details sorted out, it's going to assist a lot more with it. So that's what I'm going to be working on, is getting going to go into another world, create this farm again, just for the sole purpose of what's the best way to set them up, what's the best way to get them in. Is there one way that's better than the other? And then probably even take out my and probably change my tutorial world, because I'm tired of seeing all that water down there anytime I'm dealing with water. But I like the Void world, so it's going to be similar to the Void. Come on, Link. We're almost to your home, boys. Let's go. You know you want to go. You know you want to work. You asked to be put into the Iron Cult, so I'm putting you into the Iron Cult. You know you... Don't talk back to me, guys. You know how well that goes. So, yeah. Get to your bed. Leave to your bed, because you know you want you want to say, this is my bed. You can't have it. Yes. Don't talk back. Get to your leave to your bed. We need to be able to get... We're just getting it set up for you guys. You'll be able to run around free afterwards. So, come on. You know you want to. We're almost there. See? We can see it right there. We're 31 blocks away from... we're around 30 blocks away from where you guys can be hopped off. So, no complaining. You asked for it, so come on. Get your bed. Whose bed is this? Sometimes you just gotta talk to them. Gotta get them to understand that, yes, I know what I'm doing. They get pissed at me because I keep breaking their beds. I got sidetracked. I didn't see if he linked. So this is, if this works, this is going to be village number 7 in this farm. And if I could figure out the best practice to get them in, I'm going to be doing it that way. Come on. Give me it, give me it, give me it. You know you want your bed. Take your bed. Whose bed is it? All right, there we go. Okay, so, we've got 20 more blocks-ish to go. I'm going to have to set up a docking station for them. Come on. There we go. All right, give it to me. Give me the particles. I want my particles. Particles. Come on. I'm just sitting here, guys. I'm sitting here hitting a fence gate and placing a bed for you guys. I don't see what your problem is. I'm not doing anything. The beds just keep breaking. See? And I immediately placed the bed for you. I'm not the bad guy here. So don't get pissed at me. Just get your bed again every time. You know you want it. Get your bed. Whose bed is it? Who wants the bed? Okay, so because now we are actually within range of a lot more of the villages. This is what I think the issue is, why it takes so long for them to link to the villages, is because they are searching if there's an open village available. So you have to wait until they determine that there is no other open village available, so I'll have to join this one. And that can take a while. You need to make sure that it gets, this is why I say you have to have patience. Which is also the reason why I couldn't become a doctor, because I have no patience. What can I say? Gotta love the dad jokes. Okay, come on, class. We're almost there, boys. And if... forgot to put the bed. Give it to me, give it to me. Particles, particles. You know you want to clean the bed, so claim it. Yes. Claim the bed. Claim the bed. Yeah. Nothing's ever easy with these guys. Oh, yeah. Yep. So much lack of patience. That's why I like doing things that's why I like the auto modes. Because I don't have to have patience. I just build it. Which requires the development, requires the patience. But not as much as most people realize. Okay, I didn't notice if they got particles or not. There we go. Yeah, so close is causing it to lag a lot more for linking. So, really have to. Alright, so now we've got a few more blocks to go before we are done and able to test and see if this will work. Okay, they're not going to lose their heads. That's good. Okay, so moving that up one more. Now these guys have to. Come on, almost done, almost done. Give me it, give me it, give me it. Then you guys get to move up 3 times. Yay! 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at that. Look at that right there. Okay, so I've encased him. Give me the bed. Link. Okay. No, 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 no. Okay, so bed goes here. All right, all right. Get to your bed. I think we got it. Let me do a quick cleanup. And then we'll get some more villagers in here. Okay, so now we go 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on down. Yes, 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 yes. Almost done, almost done, almost done. Then all I have to do is put their workstations in their location, get 10 more villagers in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, you guys don't make me. Okay, now workstation, cauldron. Oh man, okay. Ew. Oh man. Okay, fingers crossed, guys. Okay, now we got them linked. And we still got iron flowing in from. That's going to be number 1. This is going to be. Oh, we got 3 linked as a village. So, do we got anything in 2? Okay, number. Let's see here. That's 13. Yeah, 13 is good. We've got in 3, 2. Need to make sure that we get golems in 5, 6, and 9. 5, 6, and 9. It's just these 3 right here. Because these 3 are the only one. Because we got to get one in here, here, and here. And then we will have 7 villages stacked. Okay, number 5 is good. We need 6 and 9. 6 and 9. Come on. Okay, everybody, cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. That was a double from that. That was double from 5. But I need 1 in 6. Okay, we got a cat from 9. Nothing in 6 yet. That's 2. Come on, almost there. Give it to me. Because if that method works, that was 20 minutes versus 30 minutes and a fail. Come on. This would make, because right now technically I only know I have 5 villages linked. So I just need to make sure my last 2 villages are linked. Or not linked with anything else. Because I did get a cat, and there we go. Now we just got 1 more. I see a cat in number 6. Last one. Come on, boy. Come on. Give me my iron. Give me my iron. Where's my iron? Because now that sets us up. Way to try. Just. Well, I prefer finding other ways of killing things, so that's just me. Come on. Last one. Give me this last one. Because there might be a limit on inside of an area. But that's something I have to check. But we did get the villages in, but because of the 24 village raid farm, I don't think that's as much of an issue. So, and then also with Gruvas, the insert, it's the same thing. It's not so much of an issue. But this is the only thing you have to make sure you do right. But we've got 6 at least. We're back up to 6, and obviously we're. That one is on that side, so I'm going to call it 2. I'd rather call it 2 to play it safe. I'd rather have them dead middle area, or far left. Come on. Give me the last one. Give me my last one. I need one more. That's it. That's it. All right. Last one. Come on. Might be an issue that something linked in there. But yeah. Because we're getting golems from there. Just number 5. Number 6 isn't doing anything. Oh. Man, that right there is that's why I prefer having other ways of killing things. Come on. Wait. Yeah, that's the only one I need. Okay, we got a cat, which means the villagers aren't working. That's all that tells me. We've got a cat in there. So the villagers aren't working. I have no idea why they're not wanting to work. See, they're not working. So let's reset all their workstations. And here. Okay. Now all their workstations are reset. Let's see here. Come on. Give me the last one. In fact, actually, let's pop up to right here. Land on the barrier. Quickly. Okay. We can see them all here. Okay, so that came from number 2. In fact, actually, let's rotate. Okay. We're looking for we're looking for number 6. I like the auto XP looking but not having to use my sword, especially against multiple rates. Oh yeah, no. I don't get me wrong. I'm not disagreeing that training killers aren't useless. I'm saying they're useful, but some people overuse them. Some factors are important to understand. Now, me, if I'm going to do a farm, depending on what type of farm it is, I'm going to have a way of eliminating as many of the mobs in a short amount of time as I can. And usually that's a fault. That's just drops. I just drop them. But most of the time I'm not after XP. I have special farms for XP. Come on, give me my last one. Yeah, my whole thing is with looting is I want to create a farm that will, without looting, produce the same amount as one with a training killer with looting. And yes, it's entirely possible if you know the setups for it. I'm getting cats. Getting cats. Where's my golem? I just need my golem. Where's the golems? This is important to give me my golems. Yeah, because I'm getting cats in every section that has a village. But no, but they might just force them to go to sleep for a bit. And now that they've gone to sleep. There. Okay. Okay, so now they're up. They should be working. They're beginning to work soon. Farms for one drop. By dropping. Transfers. Oh, yeah. No. Like I said, Trident killers are good. It's just some people overuse them. They like, oh no, I have to have it for looting. Then, but you're only getting one or two mobs dropping at a time. Use your do something else. Figure it out. You're getting one or two mobs. If you're getting hundreds, or even if you're getting quite a bit at once, that's a different story. But if you're getting one or two, there's better methods. That's all I'm saying. People focus too much on them. Okay, something's wrong with Village 5. I might actually either Village 5 merged with 3 or 3 merged with 5. But the way that it's looking is Village 5, no, Village 6, I mean, merged with 3. So, but that's because I'm not seeing any golems. So I'm still producing golems like crazy. I just like to make sure that every spot has a golem. Of course, I could always just eliminate the interior and have it as a 12 village, 12 stack. But where's the fun in that? I want dense. I want 16. I don't want it more than that. Oh, there we go. Now we got it. Now we got the last one. So now we got them all working. Now we are really producing our iron. Because they're all producing. Oh, they're all now doing it. So back down to the proper field of view. Yeah, so yeah, I know it. No, I'm pretty sure this one's I saw pretty early. So all we have to do now is clean up this. Then we would end up actually reusing this. Okay, yeah, that. I think I'm going to have to now. Let's see here. While we were waiting, we should have at least. Well, we don't got a box yet. Why don't we have a box yet? Okay. Oh, because we weren't in the area. But yeah. So. But yeah. We weren't in the areas all the time. So. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let, first off, these guys. I'm just going to let those guys die, let those guys get in their beds, make sure they all get in their beds. Because this is the problem, Dave. Okay, he is a problem child. He's a problem child. They didn't. So make sure that okay. Okay, so you and you. And you're being a problem child. Okay, so now they're all linked there. Now you're all linked there. Problem child. Problem child. Okay, so now we go. Hey, yeah, that's what you call those guys. They're problem children. They have issues. Okay, so now that's been cleared up. Let's reset this. Make sure that my filters aren't messed up. And okay, no filters are messed up. Nothing. Now let's activate this again. After I make sure that, nope, I gotta wait. There we go. Now this is my 10-hour timer. It's set up so that one, I'm running commands that will turn mob spawning on. Set it so that the sun will rotate like normal, so the day's process, and set it to sunrise. Then, when it's done, I turn mob spawning off instead of just killing everything. Lock the time frame and set it to night. So, there we go. Now, okay, and right above me. Second, I gotta get right here. Okay, so we got problem children there, there, and there. So now these guys, okay, so that one's good. That one's producing like crazy. That one's doing good. I've unlocked it, so problem child number 3 was okay. And those guys are going to link up soon and do their jobs while I take a look and see what's going on. Okay. So, good. They're all at least 75, at least 70% of them have to work for this to work out right. Definitely got to figure out a better system than that Rails. And I'm pretty sure we did. Okay, so now that one's producing golems. That one's producing golems. That one did. So this is a lot. So we just got a couple more. Oh man, this is insane. Okay, all right. This is good. This is good. This is perfect. So yeah, that one spawned in number 2. Then we got, because they technically overlap right here. That copper, no, the copper overlap. So this is, yeah, I am going to put this together with the full set of instructions on how to build the 16 version. But first thing is, you got to know how to build a single. So I know what I'm going to be doing for a bit. Yeah, so we've got so much. Oh boy. Hopefully my rambling just didn't keep going and going and going. No, I'm kidding. I know I ramble too much. But yeah, okay. Okay, so we got a cat there, so that means that's linking as its own village. So that just means golems will have to spawn in, but I'm actually going to call it for the evening, guys. I'm actually going to get a proper rate test for this for number 7, see how close it is to the actual what we're supposed to be getting, which is around 380. And then I've got some. Then hopefully in a couple days I will have another episode of my solo Let's Play. Still don't got a name for it yet. So, but you guys, hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. If you liked it, please leave a like. If you have any questions or comments, please just post them down in the comments section. But guys, this is the Redstone Wizard.